in a very big TLDR. This is what you use for crit damage Lycaon, and this is what you use for anomaly Lycaon. Thank you for coming here, like, subscribe, and make sure to have me in your memory before the whole world explodes. Yippee! Okay, now that people who want the quick version are have skipped past, let's get into the meat of the discussion. This is what I believe to be the best Lycaon DPS, crit DPS team right now. With an asterisk, because if you don't have Astra, you can use Nicole. However, using Nicole is difficult for a lot of people, me included. I have a skill issue, therefore I prefer using Astra. It's just simpler. Lycaon is a bit annoying when it comes to building teams for him, because he really likes his additional, unless the buffs provided by the rest of the team can outweigh his additional. His additional gives him more stun damage. He likes stun damage, obviously. For that he needs Ice or Anomaly. Zhao exists. Zhao is a great character. And for Zhao to actually have her ability active, she needs a support. And the best one here is Astra. Simple, it makes sense. Astra doesn't need her additional, she genuinely doesn't need it. She just dead as doesn't need it. However, I consider this to be best for Lycaon's personal damage. And this is a key point because the Lycaon's personal damage is what I focus on when I say DPS Lycaon. Technically speaking, you are able to get Orphe and here run, I don't know, Trigger for example, or Astra, or Lighter. Where are you? Lighter. Oh, you can do that. However, this is no longer a DPS Lycaon team. That's an Orphe team. And I like Orphe. I have Orphe. I have W1 Orphe. I really like Orphe, but yeah. League of Lighter, there's the ancient team of Lighter and Caesar. If both of these are like invested in, then it definitely absolutely can work. Like, Caesar provides good support, Lighter has great buffs and debuffs, Lycaon will be eating good. It can absolutely work, even without his additional. It's completely fine. Other than that, well, considering that soon Rina will be getting her buffs, that opens the possibility of building Montperon Lycaon for the pen stacking to be worth it, and to play him with an actual stunner. Because that way he still gets his additional. And it works. Spicy. That or Sokaku. I think. Yeah, Sokaku, because Zhao doesn't work because for her full supportive utility to exist, she physically needs a support in the team, which is why we have Astra with her. Or Nicole. Sokaku just needs another ice, so they work together well, and Rina has, well, you know, the faction one, so same as Lycaon. I think. Wait. Does Lycaon has the faction requirement? I could have sworn he does. Let me see, gacha database. Daddy, where are you? Lycaon. Hi, sweetie, where are you? Let me see, Korski. Squad anomaly cards in the same attribute or faction. Obviously, I know what I'm talking about. So yeah, this is on the lookout, especially this. This is going to be, because if, at least when I was testing, this and already comes somewhat close to this. With Rina being able to, well, or Sokaku, but Sokaku is kinda clunky. I don't really like using Sokaku. I'm sorry, Sokaku, you're kind of annoying to use. But with Rina, maybe? Maybe. It's a heavy maybe, because I don't know what I'm doing. And it will be upgraded as I go, because I want my Lycaon to be as strong as he can be. So stay tuned for that. But as of now, this is what I believe to be best for him as a crit DPS. Makes sense? Makes sense. Okay. Also remember, if you have any, like, even I could say, for example, you have W1, M2 Jufufu, obviously she's gonna be good for him. She's basically like god at this point, like any agent is. So yeah, just keep it in mind. If you have something invested, just use it. Now, how do you build him? When it comes to crit DPS Lycaon, he's low-key a little bit fucked over because there's not exactly something that works the best. Everything just works kind of suboptimally. The best would be because Lycaon really wants the crit stats. Running not a DPS character's DPS is annoying in multiple factors. Them being not made for it, for example, or them not having really buffs. Lycaon doesn't exactly have any buffs that can help him, aside from his ice rest decrease, which is of course goated, but you know it's not exactly enough on its own. So he really likes this. I wish we had a better piece, a better 4-piece, but we simply don't. Woodpecker, it will... For when it matters, it's going to give like 18% crit rate, 18% attack in combat attack, which is good, but these days it's definitely on the lower spectrum when it comes to usefulness of a set. But maybe one day we'll get it. Maybe one day, you know? You never know. You never know. When it comes to weapon, however, you just use any crit engine. Any crit engine. Like, I'm not even joking, just any, literally, even Nekos engine. Like, it's fine. When I was testing on my own build, Nekos engine, that puts me at whatever attack. Then I put in Harshing Nocturne that I normally use on him, because it matches him really well. It's really pretty. When you put him on Harshing, it will give like 50%, 50 attack over Nekos engine. Like, it's genuinely not that... It doesn't really matter that much. Of course, technically, the best would be one of the Void Hunter weapons, because they have higher base stats, which I assume would give, like, also 50 more. So, like, 100 over this. But it's genuinely not worth it to pull this specifically for Lycaon. It genuinely isn't worth it. It just isn't. If you have any other crit engine that's limited, wonderful, you can use that, be happy. If you don't, just use Nekos. And if you don't have Nekos, you're fucked. Lycaon genuinely needs every single fucking piece of help he can get. He needs everything, because his multipliers are ass. His multipliers are ass. Seth has higher multipliers than Lycaon does. I am being dead ass. That's just how it is sometimes. That's just how it is. And when it comes to, you know, the bank bow which you use, it's simple. You use the penguin bow. You use the penguin bow. Penguin bow. Pingu. You use Pingu. Doesn't matter what team, doesn't matter what happens, you use Pingu. Unless like some very specific scenarios. Then you may not. But on the usual basis, Pingu is the best one. And the one I default to basically 99% of the time. Simply put, it's useful why? It has a lot of days, and it also has a lot of anomaly. Both of these things help with stunning the enemy, because when you take Lycaon in a team that has no actual stunner with Lycaon, I mean Lycaon has high days just by himself, but when built as a crit DPS, his stunning is, well, of course, a tiny bit worse. So it helps to, you know, when bashing against the enemy, it helps when he bashing against the enemy too. Usually Lycaon gets like 3 stuns per fight, unless very specific cases, like, I think the only case I can think of that he doesn't is sometimes on the Thrall. Yeah, sometimes on the Thrall, because Thrall has a very long invulnerability phase. And then after he's done, and he exits a stun another time, it's also a bit harder because he's on a timer too. But other than that, he on this team, at least for me, is able to pretty much always hit 3 stuns. Yeah. Oh, also, why is this here? Also, technically speaking, King of the Summit is a pretty good set, because it has very high like crit value it can give, which is good. Don't get me wrong, it is good. I am actually thinking of that, but I did not test it yet. And that will have to be something I test in the future. I don't think it's better than Woodpecker, but actually maybe it does. Maybe. If you use the EX before the stun window begins, possibly. Possibly. It remains to be tested. Keep it in the back of your head. Like in the back of your mind. Not that much. Okay. Oh, and the game plan is simple. There is the enemy, there is the Lycaon. You set up buff 1, you set up buff 2, and you go ba 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 ba. Then you enter stun window. You stun with someone else, go ba. Lycaon goes drrrr bum. You cancel, go to someone else, go brrrr ba. And then you beat Ham, and then you also do the EXs for the quick damage, do the ultimates for quick damage, you know, the typical stuff. Like, I'm not talking to somebody who doesn't know how this works, right? Hopefully. If you have any questions, just ask me in the comments, I guess. Now, for the part I clickbaited you for. If anybody who skipped right to it, I know what you did. When it comes to an anomaly Lycaon team, let's first talk about the history. The history of one Lycaon anomaly. Before Yuzuha existed, this team did not exist. Thank you. With Yuzuha, this team became a theory, a concept. Dare I say, a thought born in the back of your mind. When Nangong released, the team became a reality. You would slap on the chains on Lycaon, you would slap on the engine because he needs it. And you would go ham, and because how much Nangong can just stun. You basically do this. You beat with Nangong, stun comes, wonderful. You must disorder inside stun, else you're fucked. Oh, and don't worry, you can't actually run Suna here either, because, well, without Yuzuha, Lycaon has no anomaly application. These days. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't. However, this team, I do have a run of this team on the channel actually. From when Nangong came out. It was in Shield 5. It's mad. Not in that way that it performed bad. In a way that simply, but it's not exactly applicable. This team doesn't work for the last period. It simply doesn't. Because Nangong simply, even if she stuns fast enough, Lycaon can't generate resources fast enough for him to do proper disorders every single time she stuns. This team simply doesn't work in Dedas. And it only works in Shiyu under very, very specific circumstances. However, this patch, something else came out. Say hello to Velina, the things that I clickbaited this video about. She is the savior of Anomaly Lycaon. And I'm not even shitting you. She's literally the savior of Anomaly Lycaon. Without Velina, without Vortex existing as a mechanic, without Wind, Anomaly Lycaon was us. Thanks to Wind, it actually makes sense. Why? Because you know how with Nangong, you had to give disorders to the enemy? Velina lets you just do disorders, but way easier, because Vortex. Duh, you don't have to time anything, you basically just proc anomaly, and you're based. Also, with Velina, unlike in Nangong team, Yuzuha has her ability actually active this time, so it's even more fucking build up. It's genuinely perfect. The only thing that annoys me is the fact that Velina steals the credit for Lycaon's Vortexes. Which is why whenever you play Velina, she's the one that has the damage percent on the end screen out the ass, because whenever your main character performs the performs the anomaly and does the vortex, the damage score gets attributed to Velina. Which Loki's in character, I'm not gonna lie. But it's okay, it is what it is. It's still Lycaon putting in the work, so I am happy with it. Also, you don't use this because disorder doesn't matter, you use this. And you use this. And it's non-negotiable. Lycaon needs as much help as he can get. I mean, no, a 2-piece energy isn't strong enough by itself to give him much substantial shit. It really isn't. It really isn't. And for 4-piece Freedom Blue, with its anomaly build-up resistance decrease, with Yuzuha helping, with fucking Velina helping, it helps a lot. However, what you have to remember, when it comes to Anomaly Lycaon, Lycaon's moves, not all moves apply Anomaly equally. His best move for applying Anomaly is his EX. Hands down. After that, the other two best are chains and his enhanced follow-up from potential unlock when you block with Lycaon. Wait, how is it called? Defensive assist, yeah. And you do the follow-up. If you hold down the trigger, you'll be able to perform enhanced follow-up. That enhanced follow-up builds up a very juicy amount of anomaly pool. And his third, but technically first, is his BA string. But enhanced BA string, of course. You know, the ice one, obviously. Because it builds up a lot of anomaly, but it's slow. On the other hand, Lycaon has a lot of invulnerability phases during his BA string, so if you time it correctly, you're able to pretty much chain it very well. It takes a lot of practice to know when and how, and to get the timing right for, you do one, you wait for the enemy, you do another in a way that doesn't interrupt you. It does take practice, but it's not that difficult. and his basics do give very nice, juicy, lots of anomaly. So you basically, in this team, just spam anomaly. You just spam freezes. You spam freezes to spam vortexes, and vortexes big damage, and everybody is happy. And when it comes to engine, personally, I would say that Nangong's engine is the best here, because he gets both anomaly, mastery, and he gets also AP. Which is extremely fucking good. You could probably use like some other limited anomaly engines. I don't actually know because I don't have any. So I can't say for sure. But however, if you don't have any anomaly engine, you don't have this, you could use his signature. Granted, that way he of course does less damage. But team-wise, it's not exactly that actually far behind. It is behind, but it's not like astronomically bad. Especially if you have other engines, like for example Yuzuha's, Velina's, because they're share AP. And like obviously Lycaon would want this the most. Not even for AP, but just for anomaly build up. Because he really needs the anomaly build up. And it does hurt not to have it. Don't let it like be like it's a luxury. I mean, that's a luxury build. It's the best in slot. That's just how it is. It's the best in slot. But if you don't have it, which is understandable, not everybody has all the engines. You can use an anomaly engine instead, and at the very last resort, use his sig. Yeah. Yeah, that's a... Oh. And you also use Pingu. Duh. And that's DPS Lycaon from Skyflower. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? Let me look for my script. I did. Oh yeah, vertical investment. Fuck. Okay. When it comes to vertical investment in Lycaon teams, let me put this bluntly. Let me put this bluntly. Lycaon, because he has shitty multipliers, he really likes his M3, M5, and M6. However, that doesn't mean you extremely need them. M3 and M5 are only slight boosts. My Lycaon is currently at M4. The biggest boost, the king of the kings, is M6. Because it's just a lot of free stats. That's 50% damage bonus, and that's very juicy for Lycaon, because he genuinely needs all the help he can get. So that's the big thing. That's the very big, but you can still run it before. I ran it before. Although I do wonder how much that score increase will be. Lycaon is not... okay. You have to make sure your discs are good. Sadly, whenever you make a character that's whenever you build a character that's not supposed to be a DPS, you build them as a DPS, they really want actually good stats on their discs. My go-to disc set for Lycaon has, I think, 36 substats. Yeah, 36 rolls in the substats, yeah. Like he just needs a good set. Just beware. However, when it comes to vertical investment itself, I mean, it's pretty simple. Astra has a great M1. Her M2 is good. Zhao has great M1. Her M2 is good. Zhao has goated engine. Zhao has an extremely good engine. honestly, I don't think I would recommend playing her without her engine. Like, she really likes it. Actually, no, that's a lie. She's still good without it. You can use Caesar's engine, for example, and if not, you can try to use another buffing engine. Actually, let me check. It will be just harder to like build her properly. Her engine is simply very good, but she's still the best choice even without it. She still is. Let me see what other engines she can use. Caesar's. Oh, absolutely, that works. Some from others. Let's see. Ah, shit. Even the transformer could be good because that helps with stunning. That's still good. Yeah, okay. So, Zhao really likes her engine, but if you don't have it, it's not the end of the world, but I would extremely recommend getting it. It makes building her way easier, genuinely. Although, considering how Harumasa turned out, we don't know when we don't know. We don't know when she will get her rerun. Oh jeez. Genuinely, I wanna save for like developing Lycaon team more. Oh well. Astra, on the other hand, unlike Zhao, Astra doesn't really need her engine. Of course, she likes it. But Kaboom the Cannon on W5 is goated. My Astra has her W1 because I got my Kaboom the Cannon to W5, I think like 2 weeks ago. I've been playing since 2.5. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. When it comes to this team, however, I would extremely recommend getting Nangong's engine. I very much recommend getting Nangong's engine because he really needs all the help he can get. And wengines are generally easier to get than mindscapes, because they cost less and you have higher chances to get them. Just how it is. And thankfully for Lycaon, everything is good. It's extremely fucking good. Velina's M1, strong as fuck. Velina's M2, strong as fuck. Velina's W1, strong as fuck. Whenever a character comes out that is, I'm at this, but with a twist, they really need their engine. Lucia, I'm a support but I scale with HP, really wants her engine. Zhao, I'm a defense but I scale with HP, really wants her engine. Yuzuha. Actually, never mind, Yuzuha doesn't. Yuzuha is fine without it, but she still likes it. Trigger. I'm a stunner, but I scale with crit. Really likes her engine. That's the trend. Her engine is really fucking good for her. Yuzuha, goated M1, goated M2, and goated engine because her engine is good too. Oh, and also funny. Remember how I remember what I said about Lycaon's anomaly build-up? His chains provide a very large amount of it. Yuzuha's M2 gives extra chains. And Velina's M2 gives more build-up too from the tornadoes, like, it all plays together. Genuinely, this team is just so synergistic with each other. It's really fun to watch. Like, it's fun to theorize. Like, even right now, my Velina is M0W1. I am right now putting everything I can that I get from exploration and stuff, and you know, from events and whatever, into Velina's banner to hopefully try to get her M1. But you know, of course, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, I guess now that's it. Yeah. Also, tangent. Remember, as of now, it's technically not a necessity to get as high of the investments I'm saying to you right now, like M2s, W1s. It's technically not that necessary. We're not yet at the stage of the game where he can't clear without it, because my Lycaon's team I have an M4 Lycaon who is using Evelyn's Second here. So I'm gonna call it W1 bucket. W1. And of course here I have Nangong Sig, so also W1. I got very lucky and I got double Nangong Sig, you know, in single temple. Thank you. My Astra is M1 W1, my Zhao is M0 W1, and this can easily clear. Of course the clears aren't spectacular, it's not like I'm doing 30k, 40k, 50k! Of course not. Obviously. And he also needs a good buff in the endgame. I mean, actually not always a good buffs. I did manage to clear the endgame quite simply with mediocre buffs too. It's just a matter of trial, error, and sometimes changing your build a little. Like for example, against high defense bosses, like Wandering Hunter, you want pen slot 5 instead of eyes. That's just how it is. It's matchmaking. Ooh. Like in Valorant. So yeah, this manages to 20k, manages to 25k in shield too, as long as it's, you know, stars align, and we have an actual crit ice stage that works, because like we haven't been getting those for quite a while now, which is kind of sad. And here we have Velina that's on M0W1 and Yuzuha that's M0W0. And this clears anomaly goated things extremely well too. Like just today I was recording a shield clear with anomaly Lycaon. I think I got 32k or more. I don't actually remember. But I'm still yet to like edit it. Yeah, but like yeah. So I was drinking Monster because I'm a fanboy. Yeah, that's a Lycaon guide. Yeah.